Welcome back to another episode of the Tea with Honey podcast. Hi, Mandi.
Hello, Teddy. I'm just so frazzled right now.
I am too.
I'm so frazzled. Oh my gosh. I don't even know what's happening right now. Happy day, Teddy. Happy Pooh Day. We are very pooed out in your room there, everybody. Just if you're watching, just take a look. Take a look at all the Poohs. How many Poohs are in the room right now with you? Do we know?
No, I don't know. I was going to try to count and I didn't.
We need to do a Pooh count at some point, or like a guessing game. It's like the jelly bean in a jar game at like the fairs where it's like, guess how many kisses or jelly beans are in this jar and you win the jar or whatever.
There's a lot of Winnies back there.
There's a lot of them. And are those Jack in the Boxes I see?
They are. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's cute stuff. So celebratory day. This is a big day. How are you doing? How are you feeling? What's going on?
I'm good. It was a big day, long day. I feel like I couldn't fall asleep last night and then I got up extra early this morning.
Yeah.
So I'm yawning. But I got up extra early this morning to give myself some extra time getting ready because I just knew there was stuff I was going to need to do and want to do. But I had like an emotional morning. Like I'm just like emotional. Winnie the Pooh makes me so emotional. But I'm really good. I had a great day. We're going to talk more about like the update itself a little bit later, but I had a great day playing. So I had a lot of fun.
Some people, I don't know if anyone's like maybe new this episode. Someone may have just discovered this and is like, what is up with all the Poohs? Like, what are we talking about all the Poohs?
Yeah.
So more info on that. He's blocked by my microphone, but I wore this in honor of you, my Pooh shirt.
Love it. Stay cool. Honestly, it's a good sweat. It's a good t-shirt for today, this summer, because it's hot, you know?
Hot as heck. He's eating some ice cream. Piglet's got some ice cream. Look at Piglet's freaky smile, though. I never realized that until right now.
No, I love it. It's like old classic Piglet.
Yeah, it's goofy. But yeah, big day. So we'll get more into Pooh later, but I just had to admire the backdrop there because it looks fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. How are we otherwise? I know this was a big day. There was a lot of anticipation. This has been a huge week for gaming updates. So
big.
Super busy, I'm sure.
Yeah.
And we are just
How are you?
Good, but coming off a holiday weekend too, you know, like that, it's busy. You traveled this weekend, right? Didn't you go somewhere?
I did. I traveled this past weekend, and then I'm traveling this upcoming weekend. I have a work event Saturday and Sunday of this upcoming weekend. So, and then traveling the following weekend. So just a lot of stuff going on.
Super fun. I know. I feel a little like scatterbrained right now because you kind of just threw my whole life for aloof. You threw my life for a loop real fast there before we started recording this on like trips and stuff. So, the holiday weekend was so busy that like getting into this week, I don't even know what's going on. Like, I don't really know what day it is. I don't know what's happening. I'm kind of confused. It kind
of feels like Monday. It kind of feels like Thursday. It is Wednesday, and I guess it kind of feels like Wednesday.
Yeah, midweek.
I don't know.
How was your holiday though? I know travels. Tell us about your trip. Tell us what you did.
Holidays were really good. We had kind of a slow start to the weekend. We didn't do anything on Thursday night. We went to Olive Garden and got unlimited soup salad and breadsticks. Had some sangria and a cocktail. Popped into a couple of little like game stores and had some fun. Just chilling. We did the same thing on Friday. We just bebopped around town. We sat in the backyard and let the sprinkler go and ran around in the sprinkler. We got a little like plastic pool from Dollar General that we filled up to see if the dogs would lay in it, and both of them were absolutely petrified, and like I had to like pick them up and put them in the pool, and they were just like no, and then immediately jumped out. So that was our Friday. And then Saturday, we went up into the mountains. So we love going up into the mountains, but it was still like pretty hot up there. So we didn't necessarily want to hike or anything. But we went up into the mountains and got this really cute little hotel and stayed at a really cute little hotel, checked in. It was like it's a 2-star hotel, but it had the most beautiful views. It was just like it was like a motel type of situation.
Sure.
But it was really cute. So we stayed in the mountains. We went to like a cute little barbecue dinner. There's a hotel. I just got to get this yawn out or it's not going to stop. There's this really cute little hotel that we've always wanted to stay at that was completely booked this weekend, so we couldn't stay there. However, they were hosting a like an all-you-can-eat barbecue dinner on Saturday night. So we booked reservations for that, and we were able to go to this like barbecue buffet.
Yum.
For dinner, and it was only like a 5-minute drive from where we were staying. So we did that. Sunday, we took like a cute little drive, got our laundry done. That was really it. Like we didn't do a whole lot.
Yeah. But that's like the perfect way to end a longer weekend, the holiday weekend with traveling and leading into a huge week. I think you needed like just a slower Sunday.
For sure. Yeah. So yeah. How was your weekend? Great. What did you do to celebrate the 4th of July?
So one of my nephew's birthday is July 3rd. So we went out to his house for his birthday party, and he's such an angel. He wanted a family birthday party rather than a friend's birthday party. And so we all went out there.
That's so sweet.
He's the sweetest thing. And all he wanted to do was have his family at his house and play a family wiffle ball game.
Oh,
that's all he wanted to do. So I was like, all right, let's do
wiffle ball like baseball with that ball with the holes in it?
Yes. Okay. Yes. And I was like, all right, like I have a good swing. I'm not going to lie. Like I have a really good swing. So I was in for it, except it was like 100 degrees. And so everybody was like, no. And he was like, well, it's my birthday and I want to do it. And he was like, but I hear you guys. So we'll do 3 innings instead of 8 or whatever it was. And I was like, thank you. Thanks. Great. So we played some wiffle ball. I did pretty good. My team did end up winning. My dad picked me last, though. He was one of the team captains, and he picked me after my brother. No, I almost called my husband my brother-in-law. After my husband and my sister-in-law. He picked both of his non-actual children before me. And I was like, seriously? You're going to pick me
I gotta
last?
say, though, okay, I'm just like picturing your family.
Yeah.
It was you, your dad, your husband, and your sister-in-law.
Yes. And my mom.
That seems like... Oh, okay.
My mom brings the team down a little bit.
I was going to say that seems like a very athletically stacked team. Yes. Like, I feel like your sister-in-law is pretty... She seems like she would be pretty athletic. Your husband's extremely athletic. Your dad is very athletic. Yeah. Your mom, maybe not so much, but that's like a stacked team.
It's pretty normal. I don't even remember who was on the other team. They had some of her family. So a lot of my sister-in-law's family was there. And so her family was more on his team. Okay. So my dad was a captain, and then birthday boy was a captain. So he picked a lot of the others. So you guys
beat the birthday boy? You didn't even let him win on his birthday?
Listen. We were letting him win. And then my daughter said she had to go POOP. So I had to leave during the last inning anyways. And then all I heard was that we ended up winning. So I don't know who let it happen, but we beat the birthday boy. Okay. So anyways.
You're like, I'm not to blame for this.
Right. I was like, whatever. I scored some goals. Points, runs, I don't know. But all I could think about, because we've been watching Twilight, was standing out there, and I was like in the outfield catching the ball. Yeah. I did get him out, though. He hit the ball right to me in one of the innings. I was like, I'm sorry, you shot this right at me. Like, I have to catch this ball. So I did get him out, but I was thinking about it, and I was like, this is so Twilight. Like, this is so Twilight baseball, but everyone can't run.
Yeah.
And so in my head, I'm like, do, whatever the song is that plays. But we are not aesthetic like them. We do not glimmer in the sunshine, and we do not look pretty playing. So
can I tell you something? So for a little bit later in the episode, we're going to go over our Twilight Breaking Dawn review with Mr. T. Yes. And I, this week in prep for the conversation, got, we have another quiz.
Oh gosh.
And this one is a full series quiz. So it's not just on this movie specifically, it's the full series. And I'm going to quiz y'all on the full series. I think you'll be fine. But one of the questions was going to be, why do the Cullens only play baseball? Like, what is one of the things that the Cullens need to play baseball? And the answer was thunder. And I took that question out. And then another question that I didn't have in there, but almost put in there, was, what is the song that plays during the baseball scene? And it was Supermassive Black Hole by Muse.
Yes.
But I also took that out. So it's funny that you just mentioned the baseball and the song that plays, because those were almost questions in our quiz for the segment this week.
It's telepathy. It's just telepathy or something. Yeah, it reminded me of that, but I'll tell you what, I watched that movie a long time ago, it feels like. It was a week ago. I watched it like the day after we recorded last week. So I don't remember much. I'm gonna hopefully do well today.
We just watched it last night, so it's fresh on our brains.
You guys are fresh. I'm old. So, okay. That was Friday. The 4th of July was on Saturday. So Saturday morning, it's also my dog's birthday on the 4th of July. So it's her 5th birthday. I know her and Rowan are the same age. So we celebrated Lady's birthday in the morning, and then our town has a parade every year and it gets crowded. So this year my husband ran our little lawn chairs down at like 7 in the morning. The parade started at like noon or 11 or something. And so I was like, go put our chairs up because I want a seat and I want to sit and watch the parade this year. So our seats were there. And I kind of had this like negative energy from some of the parents around me when we were there because we prepared. Okay, we prepared. We got our seats and that's our spot. Like, I think there is or should be some form of like parade etiquette that people should follow because we prepared and got our seats right. And my daughter is 4 years old. She's shy, right? But like she has her space then, right? Like where our seats are, that's her spot to stand and wave to people and try to like bring in the candy, right? So we had this one parent walk up to us and whisper to us like, oh, can my kids squeeze in, please? Like, can my kids just squeeze in front of you there and just like go? And I didn't turn around. I didn't even acknowledge her. I was just like, no, I prepared. So my husband was like, yeah, sure. And so this older child.
Right, because it's not like you can say no.
No. And so they're probably middle school aged kids who had baseball hats, who took them off and were using them to have people just drop candy in. So now they're not throwing any to my daughter. And I was like, okay, rude, really rude. And then I had this moment because I was getting mad. I was like, my daughter is 4. She deserves some candy. Like, come on. And I told her, I was like, you need to go up there and like wave to people. Like you need to go up and wave and you kind of have to battle for the candy. So I had this moment of like, yeah, I want her to get like an easy shot of like, they should be giving it to her, right? Like whatever, but also things aren't always going to come to you in life. Like sometimes you have to work for things that you want. So I'm like, for example,
using the parade as a life lesson. Yeah.
That's what I did. I was like there, for example, a movie theater joins in and they pass out bags of popcorn every year. And so I was like, if you want popcorn, you have to go stand up there and wave and get it. And she didn't. She was like, no, I'm too scared. And I was like, sorry, you're not going to get it then because you can't expect things to always come to you. And so I kept saying that to her. I was like, things are not always going to get handed to you. Sometimes you have to fight. And then there was one person who threw some suckers on the ground. And I said, go get the sucker. And she ran up and this little girl next to her and her were running at the sucker. And I was like, go, go, go. And she sniped it from in front of the girl. And I was like, yeah! Because I was like, she needed to do that. She's so non-confrontational.
Listen, at a parade, you do kind of have to grab it. You have
to. If you're not first, you're last. Like there are other kids who are more confident with that.
Right.
So like
no candy left behind at a parade. Right. Like somebody's going to grab it and you have to grab it.
You have to go. Like it is not always going to come to you. And so I had to teach her in that moment. I'm like, spending the first half of the parade annoyed because people are stepping on her toes and like getting in her way. But then I'm like, you know what? You also need to learn that you can't just expect an easy ride every time. Like you have to kind of fight for what you want sometimes. And so I was like, oh, pat on the back for me. Like, go mom. I'm proud of myself.
Yeah.
So that was interesting. But after that, we just had a fun party with my cousins at my parents' house and we swam, we did some tubing and it was really fun. Aside from that, though, Sunday, we didn't do much. I don't remember what I did on Sunday, if I'm being honest. I don't think I did much. And then it's just been like, no camp again this week. So we're just, running through it, swimming some more, spending time outside. So just another good old-fashioned summer week. But I love the holiday weekend. It's great. It's fun.
I will say I
though.
feel like I felt a sense of like, and I feel like your weekend, it was packed full of like family and doing stuff and like parades and stuff. And mine wasn't. And like, I don't have kids and I don't have family near. So our weekend, I feel like I had this sense of really unsettledness.
Yeah.
I was kind of moody because it's that time of the month.
Yeah.
So I was kind of cranky anyway, but I also had this sense of feeling like I was like missing out on something, but there was like nothing I wanted to be doing. There was like really like not a parade I wanted to go to, or I don't know. I just like, we didn't go to any fireworks shows. And I feel like I felt like I was missing out, but I didn't really want to do a parade or a fireworks show, but there was like, I don't know. I feel like just growing up and like in high school and in college, the 4th of July was so big. And I used to like beg to have the day off because we'd always get together with like friends and go do stuff. And it was always so big with friends growing up. And it was like the day that it was like a big like party day.
Yes.
And so I've always had that like, oh, I should be doing something. It's a big day.
Yes.
And then it's not, it wasn't.
1000%.
Like there was nothing to be doing.
I think we're at an interesting age for sure, because you're absolutely right. Our days of like high school, the 4th of July was huge for getting together with friends. For us, it was, are you going up north with a friend to their like cottage, right? Or like, are you going to a 4th of July party? What are you doing for it? And I'm lucky because my parents have started to host the 4th of July. So it's like we always have plans. But I feel like in our heads, the 4th of July has become this massive holiday where people have these big barbecues and they have these big like family reunions and beach parties and boat parties. And if you're not there, you're left out. And I so see what you mean, because the way we grew up, especially for you in your area, like that was huge. I remember in college coming home with you for the 4th of July. That was like what really, the first time I ever came to your house, I think, was the 4th of July. And I got to meet all of your high school friends and do like the 4th of July your
And like
way.
I had a ton of family there, and like my family did have a big barbecue, and like my family always does that stuff. And I'm sure that if I lived near my family, I would have been doing that stuff with them.
100%.
But I don't. Like I live on the other side of the country. So
it's so different.
It's just one of those like odd situations, you know.
And I think you're absolutely valid for feeling that way. And yeah, I mean, it's hard. I think about it all the time. Like 4th of July's in my teen years in college were so much more fun. Like this, it was hot. It was fun. I wasn't grabbing candy at the parade. I was like coaching, you know, my kid on how to handle it. And I was like, I'm not even having fun. But I totally feel that. And I'm just glad that you guys were able to go out and like do something fun for you and go to the mountains and do something you really enjoy. But it's a special weekend. It's fun. It's always good. I guess after that though, from the holiday weekend leading into like the biggest week ever for us, right? Well, not for us, for you.
One of the biggest weeks for me. Yeah.
We started off strong on Monday with, I guess we should just jump right into the gaming stuff, right? I think it's time because there's a lot to go over here. Monday, we had a Palia update midday. So Palia released the Sunkissed summer update midday Monday. Now, I don't know about you because I was terrified to download this update. I got a message that was saying like, do not download this. Your house is going to get destroyed. I have yet to download this update. I don't know why. I haven't really had time. Where do we stand with this Palia update? What's going on?
Yeah. So the Palia update, it was like, to me, it felt like kind of like a smaller update. We had like the summer event coming. It didn't seem like it was a super big update, but fun stuff, you know? So I log in and I pop up, I'm on my plot, and all of a sudden it said like inventory full. And I was like, what? Like, I don't really usually end my game with my inventory full in Palia. Like I usually clear it out before like I end stream.
Yeah.
And I popped it open and it was full of books.
Oh gosh.
And I said, what? And I said, these better not be the books from my living room wall. That's like a library wall. Sure was. Every single thing on that wall was like, all of my shelves were in my pocket. All of my books were in my pocket. Anything I had hanging on that wall was in my pocket. So it didn't happen to everyone, but it happened to a lot of people.
Okay.
Where you would have some people, it was like multiple walls in their house. For me, it was only 2 walls. It was like 1 wall in my kitchen and 1 wall in my living room where all the stuff got pulled off and was sent into my pocket.
Oh,
and
gosh.
then if your pockets got full, it would overflow into your storage. So that happened to a lot of people. And so people were like, what is going on? My house is getting destroyed.
Right.
So people were recommending like, don't log in until they send out a patch for this.
Right,
so
right.
I think it was later. The update came out on Monday. It was later Monday night that Palia pushed out a hot fix and they said this issue is resolved.
Okay.
So you're like safe to log in. So you should be good now.
Okay.
It didn't, however, put my wall back.
They haven't reversed anything?
No. I think if you submit a ticket, they will reverse it for you. However, I would have taken the opportunity to it was time. I was using small wooden crates with garden trellises with industrial bookshelves in between them with bookshelves as like my bookshelves on my living room wall, which for the time that I did this was advanced, was cute, was innovative, right?
Right.
It's not anymore.
What do people do now?
I know.
What's like the new thing?
I now know how to glitch together like low tables and like bookshelves to make it look like really cool built-ins.
Yes.
And I know how to do that, and I did it in my kitchen, but I hadn't touched my living room wall.
Got it. Okay.
And so I decided that I was going to not rebuild and was just going to start fresh and do it a longer way, a more difficult way, but make it look better. So I worked on that. I'm not completely done with it, but I did work on that a lot over the last couple of days.
Honestly, so glass half full of you. Like that's such a good mentality because I would have been like, I quit, delete my account. I'm never coming back.
Get me out of here.
I'm done.
No,
with
I think a few people had that reaction. I did on Monday, honestly, when I signed in, I just was like, I'm leaving the books in my pocket. I worked all day Monday with 1 space of inventory, with like 1 row of inventory space because I was too scared to touch the books. I was hoping that they would push out a hot fix that would put it all back. And I was scared that if I put it in my inventory and took it out of my pockets, it wouldn't go back.
Okay.
So I ended up just leaving it in my pockets and not having any space. And I just ignored it on Monday. And then Tuesday morning, I was like, okay. The hot fix came out. It didn't put my stuff back. I don't want to submit a ticket. I'm just going to do this better. So I will say initially I was like,
we're ready to crash out.
This.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's fixed now. So I can download the update and play it at this point without worrying about my walls disappearing and sending them to. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair. So how else was the update? Did you have time then to explore everything that was released or no?
A little bit. I will say I haven't looked through the Path of the Maws yet. I haven't done the Maws and Paws events hasn't started yet, so that's not till later. I have already gotten a couple of the crab plushies.
Nice.
The king crab plushies, those have been pretty easy. The bulletin board I think is kind of difficult. They've introduced a couple of new items to the game that we need to get in order to submit them to the bulletin board. One of them is the iridescent scales, which you get from fishing. So you fish and like if you catch a fish, you get a random number between 1 and 5 of scales with the fish that you catch. Every time you catch a fish, you get scales.
Okay.
But you get the fish, but you also get scales.
Okay.
So those aren't terrible. You need to have 200 of them for the board, but like I said, every time you catch a fish, you get between 1 and 5 of them.
That's still a lot of fish.
It is still a lot of fishing. So there's that. There is the sea glass, which is an item. It's acquired similarly to the fish thing, where when you're foraging, you might get some sea glass when you forage something. So if you're picking up like shells off the beach or unopened oysters or whatever, there's a chance that you get sea glass with it. That has been a lot harder for me. I think you need like maybe 30 of those for the board. And I've had a hard time finding those. The drop rate on those is not high.
And are these things that are going to be around forever or just for this bulletin?
I think just for this, because they're also used as the currency for the beach shop.
Got it. That makes sense. Okay, there it is.
And then there's also a crab shell that you get from catching crabs. The drop rate on this crab shell is so low. I have no clue how I'm going to get the amount of crab shells that I need.
Parties, I guess, right?
So I'm kind of hoping, well, you get one crab shell guaranteed for participating in Crab Wars.
Okay.
I just don't do Crab Wars. You get guaranteed one. So I'm just going to have to we'll see. I don't know. So anyway, it's been fun. I haven't done a whole lot. The teleport to friends hasn't been super relevant. I just asked that people not do it while I was streaming.
Okay. Yeah.
And everybody has been so kind and respectful of that. Good. And so haven't even done anything with it.
Right. I'm going to teleport to you next time I see you.
I asked and somebody was like, well, that's a good way to clear your friends list out if somebody is teleporting to you all the time. So if you do, you might get the axe on the friends list.
Honestly, though, that is just...
I wouldn't.
What's the word? What's the word? The boundary.
Yeah.
For anyone. I would feel the same way. I'd be like, I just want to play by myself. If I was in a bad mood, I'd be like, I'm sorry, I can't do
1,000%. Right, it's not even just a streamer thing. It's just sometimes you're down to play with people, and sometimes it's like, no, I had a really bad day and I just want to hunt. I just want to be by myself. You know?
Man.
So I know this isn't just like a streamer problem.
Right.
I know that it's something that everybody's kind of like, can we give an option to turn that on and off? Because
yes, I'm in a good mood. You can teleport. I'm in a really bad mood.
Yeah.
Because I will say, sometimes I am too nervous to ask people oh, does anyone want to hunt with me? Or does anyone want to play? So if I toggled it on, then I'd be like, oh, party. Oh yeah, you're here. Let's do something. You know what I mean? So, okay, cool. So it sounds like it's going well. I'm so glad the hotfix came out. That's great. I really need to log in and play some Palia because I haven't in a while. And again, I love when it's you're out catching stuff with friends, you're out playing with other people, you can crab hunt together. I'm not crazy about the whole fishing thing, but the foraging for the sea glass will be fun. Oh, I was just so scared of my walls. Oh man, I'm getting your
Sorry,
yawns.
my yawns are contagious.
I know, I just got one from you. If I'm being honest, I've been playing, when I've had the time, I've been playing some Pokopia because I wanted to get my rocky ridges together a little bit and actually build in it, because I'm starting to feel kind of sad for my Pokemon there because it's such a dump. I needed to do something.
I like rocky ridges.
I do too. I just hadn't built anything. I just ran through it fast to get it to level 10 to get all of the furniture and recipes for it and to move on to the next place. So it's got some of my favorite Pokemon in it and they're just living in squalor at this point. So I built some stuff. I'm trying to figure out how to rehome everyone and do that before the update in a month or so. I think it's in August that update comes out. So
yes,
I've got some time, but I will say you told me last week that I had to get back into Dreamlight Valley.
I did.
So I played a little bit of Dreamlight Valley, and let me tell you, I had one heck of a time trying to play Dreamlight Valley for the first time in forever.
Did you? Getting used to the controls and stuff and opening your tool wheel and using your tool. Going back and forth between Pokopia and Disney and Palia and understanding the controls and the tool wheel and the using your tools and getting on your horse and getting off your horse. And there is so much non-crossover that makes it so difficult.
1,000%. I could barely figure out. So I haven't even gone into the horse place yet. Haven't even touched it.
Wish Blossom Ranch, yeah.
Really set these over. I never yawn.
Sorry.
Ooh.
I do it every time right at the beginning, and then I end up being fine.
I can feel it like deep within me too coming, and I'm like, hold it in.
Yeah, me too. Every time.
And it just creeps up, and then it takes over my voice. I'm like, ugh. So anyways, I didn't go to the ranch. I struggled like running back and forth to my valley. The hardest part, I don't understand the storage systems in Dreamlight Valley, and I feel like I have so much stuff, but I don't want to spend Dreamlight to expand my storage boxes. And so I just get overwhelmed with pockets.
Yeah. So my best tip for storage in Disney Dreamlight Valley is, one, I have all of my storage on a floating island. Do you have yours?
No. It's
floating
in a house.
Island. Absolutely. Oh, floating island is great because you don't have the loading screens in between the rooms.
Oh,
because those loading screens drive me crazy. But floating island. And then there is an item called Daisy's chest or Daisy's dresser or closet or something. And it's cute.
Yeah.
It's really cute. It's like a white dresser. It's Daisy themed. Like you like Daisy. It's like
I do.
Colorful and girly and cutesy.
Yeah.
And it holds like 5 times what a storage chest holds. Ooh. And you buy it with gold. You don't need any Dreamlight for it.
Gorgeous.
So you buy one when you see it in Scrooge's shop. It'll show up in Scrooge's shop. You buy it, and then once you buy one, you can order unlimited numbers of them from Scrooge for gold.
Amazing. That's what I need to do. I need to find
And you can get gold from pumpkin farming. Like, easy. Yeah. Right? I have like 15 million gold.
I think I had like 8 million when I logged in because last time.
Plenty.
Yeah. And so I just was like running around, not sure what to do. And I had one quest that was like tagged on my screen, and it was like, find something for, who's the guy from Tangled? I'm forgetting his name. Flynn Rider. It was like, get him these stones, and one of them was an opal or something. And I was so lazy. I did not feel like looking up where to find I don't want freaking opal. And so I mined what I could, and I was like, don't know where I can get an opal. Don't care. Save, quit. And so I stopped. And so I am eager beaver to just like download this new DLC and jump into that, kind of skip the rest, go straight into that and learn in a new area as it like gives you the tutorial of the area. Yeah. So with that being said, this week is officially Pooh Week in Dreamlight Valley. For those of you who may not have known why there are all the Poohs, I think everyone knows why there are all the Poohs everywhere. But Teddy, how are we feeling now that the Honeyglow Woods DLC is officially live?
We are feeling good.
Okay. How was the day?
I've said this from the start. I think this is the perfect way for Pooh to come into the valley. Like, I think a door wouldn't have done him justice.
Yep.
I think that a DLC is, I feel like they try to pack, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, but I just feel like a DLC tries to pack a level of, I don't know, like the opposite of like something very specific, you know, like they try to leave it a little bit more broad. Okay, so that it's not like, you know how like in Storybook Vale, for example, we have Mythopia.
Yes.
Right? Which to me feels very Hercules themed.
Yes.
But it's not. It's Mythopia. Like you could also put other people in there. Like they leave it open enough that it doesn't have to just be Hercules.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And so I always thought like having one side of a DLC that could be Winnie the Pooh or like broadly Winnie the Pooh themed would be great.
Yep.
This is like a DLC with 4 areas that is very Winnie the Pooh themed.
Yeah.
So it couldn't be better in my opinion. I really think, and I am only a few hours into this game. I have been taking my time. I have been, you know how like sometimes when you have quests, it's like this, and then optional, you can do this.
Yes.
I've been doing the optionals. I'm not an optional girly. I usually skip that stuff.
Not for Pooh.
I was like, I am going to get every ounce of content out of this that I can. I want to enjoy every little bit and taste and piece of this.
As you should.
I've been doing the optional stuff. So I've been really like pacing myself. I know I played today. It's Wednesday now, the night that we're recording this. It's Wednesday. So today was the first day that I played. We got Winnie the Pooh, and there's like 4 different areas. and Winnie the Pooh is in the first area.
So he's like the first thing you see, basically.
Yes,
when you
I don't remember
the
name of this first area. It's gonna take me some time to get used to him or to like memorize him. But
yeah,
like pretty quickly you could go over and see Eeyore, and then like you can get to Piglet and whatever. And so today in stream I heard people talking about like, oh my god, I loved Eeyore, like getting to Eeyore was so fun, or I just got to Piglet. And so people are cruising. Yeah. And I got to the part today where I was like getting kind of close to unlocking Eeyore, and then I ended stream. So I've been taking my time enough that I'm like, I think I don't want to cruise through the content because I want it to last.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I've always been this way. I'm a savorer. Like you are not.
No.
I will get a pint of ice cream and make it last a week. I'll have like a few bites a night. You are like a pint of ice cream. I'm going to eat the whole thing in one bite. I'm going to eat the whole thing in
like 10
sitting.
Minutes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
You're like an eat it in one sitting.
We're
I have it.
So
Let's eat
opposite.
it kind of person. And I am like, but I want to make it last as long as possible. And so I like really savor things and stretch things out. So I feel like I'm doing that here. Like it's something that I prize and value so much. And I'm like, I want it to last as long as possible. So
I think that's smart.
That's kind of how I'm approaching the Honeyglow Woods is with a savoring mentality.
Yeah. Just enjoy every bit of it. Enjoy it while it's like fresh and new, and make it through every step. Now, when I want to like walk through what happened this morning. Let's just start with like you powered up the game, right? You logged in. The first thing you did, what was it? Like how did like okay, so you emptied your pockets. Did you go to the store first? Like, did we like new items? Did we put a tree down? How did we get to the portal? Like, walk us through that.
I don't want to spoil it too much, but I'll give you the basic stuff. So I popped in. I realized my pockets were looking real full. So I emptied out my pockets. I think I checked the shop after that, and the shop was cute. There were some fun. If he takes one of those bears back there, we're going to have a problem. He looks like he's
just doing a lot of sniffs.
He's suspicious right now.
Look at his
if you're just listening,
so curious.
If you're just listening and not watching on YouTube, my youngest son, if I say his name, he will turn around, is sniffing my Winnie the Pooh collection and looks like he's might try to yoink something.
He sure does.
I hear his mouth opening. Which one did he choose? Oh,
Jessica boy.
Anyway, so I checked the shop. There's a lot of really cute Winnie the Pooh stuff this week. There's like a new beekeeper outfit.
Ooh.
There is a beekeeper's house, which is a really cute house. There's a bee. It's a hedgehog dressed as a bee.
Oh, that's cute.
I got one other thing, but I don't remember what it was. So I bought a few things today that were really cute in the shop. There was a lot of other Winnie the Pooh stuff that was in the shop as well, but I already owned it all because anytime I see something remotely Pooh themed or honey themed, I've been grabbing it. So I did have a lot of it already. So grabbed that stuff, then went to my mailbox.
Okay.
And there was a package in the mailbox from a mystery that was a little like box with a seed in it. And you have to go plant this seed and water it, and it turns into the tree portal. And then I popped on in there.
It's so cute.
No, it was really cute.
So cute.
I will say, as soon as I saw Pooh, I have so many screenshots on my computer. I was like, I've taken no less than 20 photos with Pooh today. Like, I just keep taking them. Every time he makes a new facial expression, I like have to get a picture. Anytime he's standing in front of the wishing well picture, anytime he's sitting in his thoughtful spot picture, I'm just like, anytime he's doing anything remotely cute, I have to take a picture.
Duh.
So I've taken so many today. I've been in full paparazzi mode.
As you should be. This is so good. That's so good. I think it was just really fun. I was like lurking. I had your stream pulled up when I could run down here and watch it. And just watching you like read his dialogue and just like I saw him at one point, he's like looking down, patting his little belly and just jolly old Pooh, you know, and Pooh. Seeing you were like beside yourself. It was great. It was everything.
Did you see one of the things he said to you or me?
Yes.
Oh my God.
You sobbed.
I'm going to cry now. I couldn't keep myself together.
No. Well, so Pooh was talking to you, and I think this is what you're talking about, where he was like, oh, you're all grown up, or like, you're much bigger now, or you're all grown up, but like, your heart's the same.
Yeah. Oh my God.
And naturally, you had your banner of like baby pictures of you and Pooh stuff and with Pooh. And so it's Pooh telling you like, oh, you're all grown up.
He literally was like, you look a lot. You look different than you were when you were younger, but your heart's the same. And I was like, oh my God. I was a train wreck.
To like, you, Teddy.
It was like this, but times like 10. Like my chin was quivering. I couldn't catch my breath. There was snot coming out of my nose. Like it was.
Oh my God.
It is a choice to be a live streamer on the internet. And especially when it comes to Winnie the Pooh for me, it's just.
It's something really that has brought you joy, though. It is what it is. Like, people love that because a lot of people like get those same emotions and feel that way, whether it be about Pooh or something else. Like, that's just such a similar thing. Like, people can relate to that, even if it's not about Pooh. It's so fun like, watching
something else that they care so deeply about that, like. Right. Yeah, it's nice to see emotions. Someone resonate with something like that. Yeah.
Yes, and absolutely.
Be true to themselves, because this is something that like even if it's not something that like even if Pooh and Piglet and Eeyore aren't their comfort character, they can see the like joy and the like pureness of that they are my comfort characters. And like I love Pooh, and so I think people can like see the authenticity in that and just see how much I like truly love.
And cry with you. Like people are like, okay, now I'm tearing up watching you tear up. It's like secondhand emotions. And I mean, saying like I like Pooh through you. Like I'm Pooh through association. Yeah. No. Yeah. And it's just like Pooh by association because of you. And so that's why it's exciting.
I think you're like, I think we can title you the Pooh-in-law, you know?
Oh my God.
Like you married into Pooh, but like Pooh's not your relative.
No, Pooh's not my relative, but like
Pooh's not your blood.
No, but like, and every time I see Pooh now, I'm like, Pooh. I see it everywhere I go now. Yeah. Yes, it's like it doesn't escape me now because it's through you. So I think that's what people get from that too, though. Like so many people will think of you when they see Pooh now, but also they feel your emotion. They can like relate on their own terms, and I think that's what's so special about being a streamer, because it's like a safe space to be like, oh yeah, this is how I feel about stuff. Like I love this. So I think then people have the choice to be there. Like no one's supposed to be there, you know? Like if watching me snot on the internet grosses you out, you don't have to be there. You can unsubscribe. Actually, no, but like unfollow. Don't do that. Just close the screen. Come back next time when she's not snotting. I don't know. Now, did we get to Pooh sticks today? Has that started? Okay. So that's a future one. That's okay though. That's okay.
That's going to be rough. When I watched the trailer and they announced Pooh sticks, I was a basket case. So no, haven't gotten there. And I think probably for the best, because had I cried any more today, I would have really been dehydrated.
Yeah, and it's exhausting. Crying is really exhausting. Like a good cry really takes a lot out of you. I'm shocked you're like it's late right now and you've had an emotional day, girl. You've had a really emotional day. So we enjoyed day one. Day one was great. 10 out of 10. Okay. Big I love it. I absolutely love it. I feel like we've been waiting. I feel like the announcement of this was not that long ago, but I feel like we've been waiting for this for years and years and years and years. So it's like, wow, it's finally here. I can't believe it. Pooh's here. Pooh is in the valley officially. It's your day.
After years of speculation, my Super Bowl has arrived. I have finally made it to the Super Bowl.
The Honeyglow Woods.
And I couldn't be happier.
She's here. We're having a great time. Now I just need to download it and play it because I want to see Pooh for you.
You do. Yeah. I think you'll like it. It's a really cute DLC. You get to like beekeep and like get honey from the beehives, but then you have to like have flowers around the beehive so that the bees have nectar, and you have to make sure the flowers stay watered. It's really cute.
Okay, good.
So big fan. First impressions, 10 out of 10. I really, and I say this with my full Pooh heart. I think as someone who's going to be critical of this and want the best for Pooh, I think they did him justice. Like, his arms are a little long, but other than that, like, I think they really did him justice. And I think that the Game Loft team, I think the team developing the game did a really good job putting like energy, effort, care, thought, emotion, nostalgia into the conversations and dialogue that I have seen so far. And so it feels like they've put a good amount of like time, energy, effort into it and care. Yeah. So I feel like they've done Pooh justice from what I've seen so far. Yeah. And I'm excited to continue playing it and see.
Yeah. So like Pooh feels like Pooh. I think what stood out to me when I was watching you, he was saying like, oh, I need my think can't think, or I need to like think a think, but in order to think that think, I need, you know, and he was talking.
It's very like
Pooh would
Pooh.
Talk.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And I think what's also really special is that Winnie the Pooh and Tigger are both voiced by the voice actor Jim Cummings. Yes. And I have a little like signed picture back here from Jim Cummings of Pooh and Tigger. But Jim Cummings did the voice acting for the game. He
did. Amazing.
So like when you hear, like we don't hear Pooh like fully say his dialogue, but you hear like, oh bother, ooh, right? Like you hear him do his little like Pooh mannerisms, yes, and his little sayings here and there, and those were all voiced by Jim Cummings, so he sounds really good. So I'm a big fan because I think that getting Jim Cummings to do that was super special, and I'm glad that they did that.
It feels like the real Pooh, like it is the real Pooh. I love that. I'm so glad that you had fun with it today. I'm glad that it was emotional. I'm glad that it like pulled at the heartstrings, you know, because it sometimes it is different seeing them in like a video game form. So I'm glad that it lived up to the expectations and exceeded them and made you just feel so happy. It
certainly exceeded any expectation, any of my, like, it exceeded my greatest wishes. From what I couldn't have, if you'd have asked me 6 months ago how I want Winnie the Pooh to come into the game, I would have never even dreamt something this good. So
love to hear it.
Happy gal.
Absolutely love to hear it. And I'm so excited to hear some of your further thoughts on the DLC as you keep playing. Yep. So next week I'm sure we'll get some good updates on maybe Piglet, maybe Eeyore if we get there. So more to come, but I'm so glad day one was big success. Big success. Big fun, big tears.
Yeah. Okay, the next topic I have for you, we don't have a ton of information on this. And the only reason I brought this back up was because we had a lot of listeners over the last week reach out to me, reach out to you, reach out to us in our community Discord like server, and just talk about how funny they thought it was that we were speculating over the Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce wedding. And how wrong we were, and how we were like, there's no way they would get married at Madison Square Garden. And we were sitting here just, there's no way they'd get married there. And then the day that the episode releases, they're getting married at Madison Square Garden. So shout out to all the buddies who left us a comment saying you guys thought it was so funny, because of course it was.
Yes.
Just our luck.
It was great. I mean, I still have a hard time believing it. And I have a hard time believing it because we haven't seen anything. How have we not seen anything?
Right.
What NDAs has everyone signed where we have not seen a single thing? Like, are they making a documentary?
I don't think they had their phones.
Oh, you don't
they
think
took
so?
They took everybody's phones from them. Yeah.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah. So there was, I feel like there have been a couple of leaks. And I don't know that I've really even seen them because I haven't been seeking them out because I'm like, I kind of want to respect not seeing the leaks.
Yeah.
But I feel like I heard there was like a leak from someone who was working the event. Like somebody had some sort of a photo or a phone who was working the event that snuck something out, a picture of something. But from everything I've heard, it was like very garden-esque, very like fairy tale in Madison Square Garden. I heard that they've covered up all of the seats. So like there were all the seats were covered and stuff.
Sure.
And that it felt very intimate. So I don't know how a 1,000-person wedding can feel intimate. I had a 50-person wedding, and that I didn't get to talk to everybody.
Right.
So I don't know, but I'm sure if there's anyone who can make a 1,000-person event feel intimate, it is Taylor Swift, because 1, we went to a 75,000-person event, and we had moments where we were like, oh, she's singing to us.
Yes. 1,000%. Absolutely. I think we were kind of right, because we were like, well, I mean, if they're getting married at Madison Square Garden, we know that they could cover it head to toe. So like we were onto something there. And
the security. Like I think we may have touched on that. Like it was very secure.
It was, and they had like the tent for cars to pull up, so it was like secure.
You couldn't even see who's getting out of the car.
No, which is great. And I did enjoy watching so many celebrities like posting pictures, like getting ready for the event or whatever. Like Kelce Ballerini posted one, and I thought that was cute. I get the privacy. I get it, Taylor, but it's been like a week. I kind of want to see a picture. Like we know who designed her dress now.
Yep.
I know that the New Heights podcast, right? The Kelce Brothers podcast, confirmed who did the styling and the jewelry and those things. And I'm like, okay, well, show me everything. Like, don't just say it, show it. I want to see it. And
I heard that they did a lot of videography at the wedding.
Yeah.
I don't know how much of it's true, but like, and I don't know how much of it's true. And I also don't know how much of it's meant for the public. Like, there's a lot of people who have videographers at their wedding who have no intention of putting them into documentaries, they aren't sharing it with people.
Right.
But who knows?
Like, I have this like devil and angel on my shoulder. One of them's like, I want to see the vows. Like, I want to watch them see their vows. And then the other shoulder's like, no, let them have their privacy. But I have this relationship, this parasocial relationship where I feel that we should have been there. Like, I feel like I belonged there.
We were texting on Friday, and I was like, this is so wild, and this is so creepy for me to say, but like, I feel FOMO. Like, I feel like I should be there. She has no clue I exist.
No, I was like, I'm kind of salty.
It was one of those things. I also think, though, like a part of it, I was so thinking not Madison Square Garden. Just it feels like a show. It feels like they would never do something that flashy. But you know what? I think Taylor Swift loves being famous. I think Travis Kelce loves being famous. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
The TNT, just TNT married, like, they wanted people to know. I think there's a part of them that wants people involved.
Yeah.
Within the boundaries that they're willing to set.
Like that was their control over the situation, was like, we're going to tell people so they stop digging, like, so they don't have to dig or speculate. Like, we're just going to say we're married so they know. Like, we're confirming it on our own terms. Like, we are married. And I feel like that was the way they could control the situation.
That is so wild that Taylor Swift is married. Like,
she's married. Do we think she's now Taylor Kelce? Or is he Travis Swift?
I don't
or
think
is she Taylor Swift Kelce or Taylor Kelce Swift? I don't know.
I don't think either of them will change their names.
You don't think so?
I think if anything, Taylor might add a Kelce, but not for like I don't think she's going to change her Spotify to Taylor Swift Kelce.
No, I don't think. I think for like legal purposes, maybe she will, but probably not. I honestly, you're right. There's probably so much for both of them, like where legal wise they would it would be wild. What? I remember when I had to change my I didn't have to, but when I chose to change my last name after I got married, it ruined like my flying, like frequent flyer stuff. It ruined so many things. Like I had to change my credit cards, and it was a hoot trying to deal with that.
Dude,
So,
I still haven't
Taylor
changed
Swift.
My last name, and I don't know if I will. Like
honestly,
I like my last name.
Yeah.
And I like my husband's last name too. It's fine.
Sure.
Whatever. Great.
It doesn't make a difference.
I don't have strong feelings either way. I like both of our names, but like I have sentimental
Yeah.
I have a connection to my last name.
Yeah.
And I have reasons that it makes giving my last name up hard.
Yes.
And also, it's a pain in the butt to change your last name. And so I'm
seriously is.
I've held on to mine. I've been married for 4 years almost, and I haven't changed.
I don't think there's any purpose to doing it.
I also don't have kids, so I don't,
But even so, like, it really doesn't matter because it's like anything. I feel like for kids, they're like, oh, do you have the same last name or no? And you can say yes or no, and it's okay. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what they'll do. I just think it's funny because what if they combined the last names and did like Swift and Kelce mashed up to like,
oh yeah,
Swifty,
I've seen people do that.
Or like
I've seen people do that.
Kelsift. I don't know. I think it'd be kind of funny if they like did something goofy like that. I just can't believe it actually happened. I am really happy for them. I had FOMO. I was a little salty. We weren't there, but I'm sure it was beautiful. Mm-hmm. What was the one? I was a little shocked that Adam Sandler was the officiant because he is so not romantic. Like he's just goofy.
I think that surprised me too, but I think that I don't know. Like Travis did the Happy Gilmore 2 with Adam Sandler recently, and so they have a friendship.
Yeah,
and I know that like Adam Sandler has spoken very highly of Taylor Swift over years and whatever. So they're all good and happy and big happy family. But I think that I liked that he did it because it felt like a part of, and I don't know them, but it felt from what I assumed is like Travis's humor coming through.
Yes.
Like I see Travis as like a goofy, silly guy. Like he's just a goofy, silly golden retriever.
Yes.
And having Adam Sandler be your officiant feels like a goofy, silly golden retriever thing to do. And so at this like massive celebrity American royal wedding.
Yes.
For this like silly goofy to like be a part of it.
Super well-known guy, yeah.
It felt very, I don't know, just like fun. It felt silly.
Feels right. It does.
Yeah.
It feels like a meet in the middle type. It feels like something that fits really well for both worlds for them.
And I think as crazy as it sounds to say, like, I feel like Adam Sandler is humbling to have him be the officiant. It kind of feels humbling. Like it wasn't some like regal, like, like prim and proper, like fancy, high fluting thing, like Adam Sandler. So, and I'm sure, he wore a nice suit, and I'm sure it was a black tie event. But I think that it added some like, I don't know, maybe
it almost makes it feel like homey. I don't know. It feels comforting.
Humanizes it. Yeah.
It feels like that would be a really not shot. I mean, I'm saying this as a regular person, but like there's so many celebrities in that room. He feels like someone who would make everyone feel welcome and like comfortable being there, because I feel like a lot of people might have been like, whoa, this is bananas, right? And so I feel like he probably brought some good humor, but also was serious. And like that, I would have never guessed in a million years, like that was their officiant. But I liked also that they had their siblings in the wedding, and that was it, because I know we had talked about like who would be a bridesmaid. They didn't even do it, which I think is so smart for them. It seemed great. And I did see a video of a catering truck like leaving, and they had a bunch of extra pastries, and they couldn't say where they were from, but people were like, they're giving out the extra food from the wedding. And someone was like cherishing this croissant that they got from the wedding or something. And they're like, I can't eat this because it came from their wedding.
Yeah. I just put it in like a glass box.
Right.
Put it in a museum.
I just think it looked like, I was about to say, it looked beautiful. I don't know what it looked like. Why would I even say that? I know nothing about this wedding, but like,
from what we saw, from what we've heard,
they're married.
Sounds like it was good.
Yay, Taylor. Yay, Travis. I'm so happy for you.
Okay, we are going to get Mr. Teddy on the line and get him in here for our final Breaking Dawn Part 2 Twilight Saga movie review. So we will be right back. Okay, Mr. Teddy, welcome back for the final review of the Twilight saga. Before we dive into this, just have to say, we have already had so many people reach out and say how sad they are that we are going to be ending your features. So thank you for being with us for the final Twilight movie.
Yes, it's been fun.
It has been.
It's been great. We'll have to come up with like some other movies to watch or something to keep you on, you know?
Maybe not movies. There's so many things.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. Don't worry.
There's
How are we feeling now that they're over? I guess I shouldn't ask. Should that be like the last question?
Yeah, I've got a bunch of questions.
That's a good question. I can, but whatever.
Yeah, I can take charge here. So like last week, this is kind of both of these questions, or all of these questions are aimed to both of you because I think this was your first time, Mandi, seeing this movie as well, right? Okay.
Yes.
So just like last week, we are going to kick this segment off with a little quiz. It's a 10 question quiz. However, this week, instead of just this movie, I went back and it's just a quiz from the whole series. So it's probably going to like push your memory a little bit. We're going to have to see if we remember some things from the earlier movies. But I don't think they're too hard. I think that you'll probably be okay. And honestly, y'all aced it last week.
Fair.
Like between the two of you, you didn't get a single question wrong. So you didn't miss a single thing. So I think that you've got this. Okay.
We set the bar way too high though. Now I'm a little nervous.
You did, but I think you'll be okay. Okay. Are we ready for question 1?
Ready.
Okay. In what class does Bella sit next to Edward on her first day of school?
Chemistry.
Science.
I'm gonna take that as yes. It's biology.
All right.
It's biology.
There's chemistry in biology.
Science.
So this,
yeah.
They had test tubes.
It was science, so we're good.
Yeah.
How many adopted Cullen children are there?
4.
Oh, 2. Edward. 2. 5. Wait. There are?
There are.
Yeah.
It's Emmett, Rosalie, Alice, Jasper, Edward.
Yeah, that's right. He himself is one, right? Whoops.
He himself is one. You were just thinking siblings.
Yeah, I was like, okay, there's 4.
Yeah. Okay. In what part of Bella is bitten by James that prompted Edward to suck the venom out of her?
And wrist.
Wrist. Quick answer.
Nice. She's got the scars to prove it.
Nice.
Wrist. Okay. How old is Edward supposed to be?
100.
Not how old is he, but how old is he acting? Like, what is his body eternally frozen at? What age?
Oh, like 19 or something?
I thought it was 18.
Wasn't
is
he
this
like
a fact or is this a guess?
No, this is a fact.
Oh, crap.
I don't even remember his origin story.
19.
I'm going 19.
Locking in at 19? Okay. You're both wrong. It is 17.
Oh.
His origin story was that he was dying of the Spanish influenza.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I thought it was that or World War One.
It was in one of the earlier movies. I think it was the first movie. Okay. In New Moon, what situations prompt Bella to hear Edward's voice in her head?
When she's doing stupid stuff, like getting on a motorcycle. What situation? Do you mean specifics or types?
In New Moon, what situations?
First of all, is New Moon
Bella,
the second one?
Oh.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
Getting
she's on the motorcycle
heads.
and getting on that other guy's motorcycle.
Yeah. The answer is a dangerous, adrenaline-filled escapades.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think we deserve 2 points for that. We did some extra credit.
Yeah.
You did. You gave specific examples. Yeah. Okay. What Cullen member doesn't vote for Bella to become a vampire?
Rosalie.
Aye.
Dude, this is easy.
Extra credit points if you know why.
Because she didn't get the choice.
Yeah, but exactly. Uh-huh.
Okay.
And she's not happy about it.
And she wanted a kid. She couldn't. Or maybe that was something else, but...
No. Okay. How does Victoria try to kill Bella?
Is that... Who is that?
That's the bad vampire girl.
They like ripped her head off in the third one, right?
She's gone.
I don't know. She just constantly tries to come in from Canada with her teeth. Okay. What do you mean how?
It's like basically the premise of the third movie.
She tries to raise a newborn army.
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
By creating a newborn army was literally my word for word answer.
Wow.
Lovely.
Okay, good.
Lovely.
Check.
Newborn vampire.
What is?
Let's just be
not
clear.
like like an army of newborn human beings.
Newborn babies. This is the next question, is what is a newborn vampire?
They're like a
person
converted.
who's just been like changed.
Yeah. Converted within like less than a year, and they are all consumed with.
They can't like control themselves. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, we only have 2 questions left.
This is fun.
What special power does Renesmee have?
Oh, she touches cheeks and talks.
She can transfer things. She can show her first memory or something to people.
She talks,
right?
When she goes like this, she just looks at you and then you just know, you understand. She talks, she goes like this with her little CGI hand.
I wrote, she can show people her memories by touching their face.
Okay.
Yes.
So you guys got it. Okay. Final question. How does Bella show Edward how much she loves him?
By defending
Wait,
him
I remember
with
this.
her force field? Oh, no, I know it. I'll let you do it.
It's at the end.
It's at
the end. They're sitting down there and she showed him all of the memories, right? Or something that she had. It was cute. It was at the end. They were sitting together.
She like projected her defenses and it had memories in it or something.
Yep. No.
And he said, how did you do this? She said, I've been practicing.
She removed her shield.
Oh.
Wait, what?
Now I'm more confused.
So Bella's
So it let him read her mind.
Yeah, Bella's power was her shield, which like there was like that inert power in her even as a human. So that's why Edward throughout the entire series couldn't read her mind. They didn't know that would be her power once she turned into a vampire, was this shield, but like she had that like underlying like power within her, and so that's why he couldn't read her mind.
Yeah.
So she, after learning how to project her shield and strengthen her shield as a vampire, then at the end of the movie had been practicing how to like let go and like remove her shield so that Edward could then read her mind.
Yeah, I thought she had encoded that information in like 5G from her brain and sent it into his.
No. I thought it was showing. I thought it was like showing memories to him too. Okay, that's very interesting. I just learned that.
Yeah,
me too.
Okay, that was the last question. So
I think we nailed
9 out of 10. Yeah.
10
That's
out of
pretty
10.
good.
For sure 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
for like
you guys
serious questions.
Super got that last question right. As you both just said, I learned something.
Wait, what was the question?
Half and half. It was like half and half.
It was a when
I'd give
question.
us a point. Just no extra credit.
Okay, I'm going to work through our questions now and hear just opinions. I just want to hear what y'all are thinking. I just want to hear your thoughts, your opinions. What were your first impressions of Vampire Bella?
Do you want to go first? Or shall I?
You can go first.
I mean, I think she's a bully. I get super bully vibes from her.
Yeah.
Like, she's making everyone uncomfortable. She's kind of violent.
She's kind of pushing everyone around.
I do think I like her better than the other ones, but, you know, it's just we've morphed into something else unappetizing.
Okay.
I think we've seen more personality out of her this movie than in the entire series because of her vampire-esque self. She definitely has more life in her, I think, which is funny because now she's like this never-ending thing, but like she's more lifelike than ever.
Yeah. I feel like she lost some of her. I think losing that veil of like awkwardness.
Yeah.
Made me like her a lot more.
Yes.
I can see that. She lost that mopiness.
Mopiness.
Exactly. Yeah. She was just like living, more lively. That's what she was. She was more lively.
She was enjoying life.
Interesting. Yes. Absolutely.
And the way she moved and through rooms, it was more confident.
Yeah.
Versus sort of, Okay.
Her presence changed. Her confidence changed. I guess I was a little bit confused, though, the entirety of this movie, because in the last movie, Breaking Dawn Part 1, they were so concerned about Bella and the baby being problems, and they were both like these picture-perfect newborn vampires, basically. Like, somehow they both contained themselves and were perfection the whole time, like, never hurt anyone. Were kind of like, Bella had her moment, but like they were pretty in control given how much huff we had in the last movie about them both like running rampant. So I was very confused about that. I was like, I feel like I lost the plot a little bit because I was expecting it to be very like teaching of these new vampires, or like what the transition was like for her and the baby, you know?
I think there was definitely more of it in the book, but I get it. I think a big part of something that the book highlighted was, I think, we got more emphasis on the surprise from the other vampires of how easy it was for Bella.
Okay.
Like this one, they don't really like acknowledge that she's not having a hard time.
Right.
They just were like, yep, she's not having a hard time. Whatever. Like, we're just going to pretend like it's not happening.
But like, they definitely, really well.
Yeah, they definitely had more conversation about it. Like her willpower. And then I think, I don't know, Renesmee, I feel like she can eat food too. So I don't really know.
She's great.
But
yeah, totally fine.
The name gets me every time. But also I think she's in a unique position because she was aware of them and their condition and pretty much everything about them. So she was sort of primed for it and had a compelling reason to cooperate. You know what I mean?
Right. She knew they were vegetarians and she knew that she would be hunting deer, not humans. So she went into it with that perspective.
Had she just been, turned into one, that climber would have been dead,
Yeah.
For sure.
For sure.
So.
Okay. Next question. You kind of, Mr. T, have led into this. Thoughts on Renesmee? The name choice, the CGI, the personality, her powers, like just overall thoughts on Renesmee.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
I mean, go ahead.
I was like disturbed by the amount of CGI going on. And like it took all the way to the end of the movie when it was like, okay, they found this actress to be this kid at the end when she was done going through this super growth. But it was like, couldn't they have just hired 10 more people throughout those different phases and those scenes to just not make it look so horrible? It looked so bad. It was it was like animatronic kid.
When they turned her around and she has like all her teeth and she's like,
yeah, I couldn't.
I was like, you couldn't have hired a baby. Like you couldn't have found one baby.
Hired a baby.
Be one baby. Just have one baby.
Then that scene where before the secret gets out and they're playing in the woods and she like flies up into the pine trees or something. I freeze framed it and rewound it to rewatch it. Go back and watch that. It looks so ridiculous, this thing. I can't even call it a person. I don't think it is. It's so bad. But
I was very freaked out when we first saw the baby and we first saw her face. And I didn't realize that she was like super growing yet. Like they didn't say that until a little bit after, or I at least didn't catch it until after. And I was like, why does she look like a toddler already? Like, why is she growing so fast? Did they like not do their research, or what on earth is happening here? So I was very confused until they explained that she's like
that she was growing quickly.
Aging very fast. Yes. Yeah. I was very confused, but
I think beyond like just going the opposite, a positive thing about Renesmee, it really took the pressure off of the love story and all of those like sort of dead scenes where you watch them just like talk to each other and love on each other and feel like there's no progress in the previous movies. Like it totally shifted the focus away from that into something a little bit bigger and outside of that. And I liked that. So as a mechanism for escaping that doom cycle, I liked Renesmee.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree with you.
Okay. Okay. We find, Carlisle was the first victim of the Great Battle. What thoughts were running through your head when his head came off?
I was a little sad.
I gasped.
Yeah.
I was like, no way. That was my reaction.
And then it continued. Like, and then the battle continued.
And then everyone was like dying left and right. And I guess I forget that the way they like kill each other is literally ripping their heads off their bodies. And every time it made it really hard to watch. And then I watched Dakota Fanning get her head ripped off. And then I watched all these people. And I was like, wait, this is bananas. Like, all these people are gone. Like, this family, what is happening? Everyone's gone at this point.
Yeah. You were like, I didn't realize this movie was so dark.
No, I was actually like, this is morbid, and I'm actually upset right now. Like, I actually did not expect this, and I'm really upset.
Yeah.
That was my reaction.
That whole scene was great, though. Like, starting with him getting killed, because you were like, wow, the central character just whacked immediately. And I was kind of hoping something like that would happen, because I was like, there's no way we can get through these movies and everyone's just fine at the end and like agrees to just disagree and like we walk away.
Right.
Which I guess kind of is what happened. But I still liked the idea that they projected, like, if this did come to blows, like a lot of people on both sides were going to go. So
it's almost like they gave us an alternate ending. It was almost like a choose your own adventure moment.
Yeah.
Because that's a good way to put it.
When I realized that this was all like a foreshadow from Alice, I was like, yes! I was like, that's awesome. I was like, that is so cool, because that's what would have happened. And the guy says, never mind.
It made you feel the emotion of that loss, but then like takesy backsies.
Right.
Oopsie.
Never mind. Everyone's fine.
Everyone's head's back on Elmer's glue.
Never mind. Yeah. So,
just kidding.
That was my next question was, did you like the way the battle ended? So
I loved it. I loved it. Because to your point, Teddy, like I was distraught for a little bit, and I was like, they had me hooked, because I was like, everyone is dying. Every single person. Like, is Jacob going to be okay? Is Renesmee, I don't know what to call her at this point. She's not a baby anymore. She's not. Oh my God. When she said, did you nickname my daughter after the Loch Ness Monster? Or whatever, I was going to lose my mind. But I was like, who's going to go? Everyone's going. They obviously don't care about any of the characters. Like, they're all gone. So I think that ending was perfection. Absolute perfection. And it showed like the major villain, or the Volturi or whatever, whoever.
Aro, yeah.
Yes. It almost showed like his like empathetic. He just seemed more human vampire.
I think it exposed his maybe like narcissism. Yeah. That was like, I care more about my life than making sure that the law is laid down. So we're just going to do what we're going to make sure I live.
Right. Like, it got to the point of him dying to be like, okay, never mind.
Never mind.
Show's over. Yeah. There's nothing to do here.
Everyone else he was willing to sacrifice.
Right.
Apparently.
It was like Dakota Fan.
He didn't cut her off until then. Yeah.
Right, exactly. So I think it was a wonderful ending. You know what I did question, though? I don't know why this bothered me so much, but when the battle was starting and the vampires, they all started running at each other, everyone was running so slowly. They were all human speed. And I was like, we have seen you guys sprinting through the mountains. And now you're all just like running like I would through, like, to get to one another.
Yeah.
What's going on? I thought we had superpowers here. And it really drove me nuts that happened. But I think the werewolves bring such a fun piece of action to it. That was a hard one to see, though. When the werewolf got hurt, that was rough. And when
Leah fell down
that was tough. Yeah, that was really sad. And then the other one went, oh, really sad.
Rowan was watching that part very intently.
Yeah, he was like,
he's like, no.
Yeah,
that's so interesting.
He was tuned into that. Okay. End of the saga. I just said, did we like the battle ended? Do we like the way that the whole saga, the whole series ended?
Yeah, I think so. I said this. I think they ended it on a high note.
The bow that it tied up.
The bow got tied really well at the end. I think they saved it at the end. I'll put it that way. Like that, they delivered an ending that I think lets you walk away and go like, okay, like I'm satisfied with what happened here.
Yeah,
you know,
it wasn't door close.
Yeah, it wasn't like, oh, too many people survived and nothing really happened, and like we stepped outside of their love story, and that's what I liked about it in this fifth one. Like it became about something bigger, which it's just a group of vampires and wolves, but still, like I was so over the Edward Bella thing, like just being so deep in that, and so having a lot of these other, like Jacob imprinting on her and the tension that caused, and then like it became this like global phenomena where they had people showing up, and then like they came from Italy to come fight. Like it was great. It was cool.
It was
I
fun.
liked it.
Yeah.
I was a little confused. I was like, where are all these people coming from? Like it seemed like a lot of stuff just thrown together, and like the ones from the Amazon or whatever. It was a lot for me to take in, but it was fun. Like it was fun. It was what it was. I'm like, where have these people been the whole series? Like that now they're calling all these people. I just don't understand it necessarily, but I think it was good. I agree with you. I'm glad it was less Bella Edward romantasy, more world.
Everybody. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And like the fact that we stepped out of that to then collapse back into it in like the final moment with that memory thing, like made that more satisfying.
Yeah.
Because if it had just been like that BS for another 2 hours and then ended on that, you would have been like, okay, like I get it. You love each other. But then they like went through something with a bunch of people and it maybe wouldn't have worked out, but it did. And so now you can appreciate that and never watch it again. Just kidding. It was good.
But like if you were to watch it again, which one would you put on? Like how would you do it?
Oh,
okay, hold on. Don't ruin things.
Okay.
Oh, I have, but
are we ranking things?
Yes, we're gonna get there. Okay, these can be short answers for these two questions here. Okay. What is one thing about the saga as a whole that you liked but didn't expect to?
Werewolves.
You knew you'd like the werewolves.
Volturi fashion? I don't know. It's kind of cool.
Oh, okay. No, that was a fun answer.
Could be a cool Halloween costume.
Sure.
What are the red robes or something?
A bunch of white
black
face
and red
paint
robes.
and just act all weird, zipping around.
Some red contacts.
I can appreciate that answer.
That's funny.
Okay. In the entire series, who ended up being your favorite character?
Do I need to answer?
Jacob
Black. Duh.
I think Edward.
Yeah.
Whoa, really?
Yeah. Edward.
Okay.
Like Jacob had his place. He got up there for me at the end. He started to fall pretty hard after like 2.5. But then him imprinting and kind of like shifting focus, that redeemed him. But yeah, I think Edward had his poop in a group. I liked it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I can respect it. As a girly who loved Edward growing up, like I was team Edward growing up. I've always had like, I know there's people who hate him and people are like, it's creepy that he's like a high school girl. He's 100. What is this? Like, I get it. But he was like, I always really liked Edward. So I can respect that. I get it. Yeah, okay. Here's our final. Now that it's over, rank the movies from best to worst, or worst to best, whichever way you want to do it.
Man, I don't.
Do we need reminders of what was in these movies? Okay.
Yes.
Number 1, Twilight. The intro, the awkwardness, the initial love, the biology. She got the like ballet studio, that whole situation.
The gaslighting over the car.
Yep, gaslighting over car. New Moon was the breakup and her relationship with Jacob, the growth of her relationship with Jacob. Eclipse was Edward's back, and there's the vampire army coming to try to kill Bella.
Yes.
Breaking Dawn Part 1 was the wedding and Bella's pregnancy. Breaking Dawn Part 2, Bella is now a vampire, Renesmee, and the Volturi battle.
Okay.
All right. What's your favorite? What's your least favorite? All right. My least favorite.
Okay, what are yours? What are your number 5s? Your least favorite?
Probably Breaking Dawn Part 1.
Is that the 4th one?
Yes.
Yes.
Then that's my worst. I hated that one. Sucked so bad.
The wedding and the pregnancy?
Yeah, all that was just bogus.
Yes. Bogus. Okay. Quite the word choice there. Okay. What was your number 4?
The second.
New Moon?
That's what
the breakup and the Jacob relationship?
Yeah.
Yes.
It wasn't bad. It just didn't really, I don't know. They could have done better.
I didn't like it because there was so much sulking. And it was like this season she's sitting in the window. That season she's sitting in the window. I didn't like that.
I did not like that 30-second scene.
That was really quick.
Really ruined it for me.
A 20-minute wedding, a 20-minute weird scene. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Number 3. What was your third favorite?
It's got to be the third one for me.
Eclipse.
The first one is my third favorite.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Your runner-up.
This is tough.
The first one.
There's just so many good memories with the first one, you know? Like, the fifth one was good, but the first one's just the first one. You got Edward pulling roots out of the ground. You got the gaslighting over where Edward was when he stopped that van.
I was on the other side of the parking lot, Bella.
I don't know. Yeah. I'm gonna go with the fifth as my runner-up.
Okay.
Okay.
And then number 1 for both of you is
the first.
The fifth. Wow, isn't that crazy? So you really like the first one. I like the last one.
It's a toss-up. You can ask me tomorrow. I'd probably change my answer. You both had them
near the top, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I get that.
They were really good for way different reasons. Like this is you're talking about the first movie and then them all trying to figure each other out and make a movie, and then like the fifth movie, the fifth installment, where they had smoothed things over, and so
the production was better. The budget was higher.
They knew how to tell a story better.
A full storyline.
I
so
like
definitely
a
different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The fifth one was totally for sure more satisfying, but just the first one, like that first half, I could rewatch that like 5 times.
It's the I think maybe you like the meminess of the
so
first.
Funny.
You know?
Yeah. I like the action of the last one, and I just need to like show you this. This was it when this all came out. Okay. So I just that's me hugging a cardboard cutout of Jacob Black.
That's fantastic.
And then like that's the level of this is lifelong. And then this, I cut his face out of a magazine and put it over my own face. Under my hood.
Where'd you get the cardboard cutout? Was that at
that was my friend?
Was that? Where'd your friend get that?
I think you could buy it online, but then I cut that out of my like PB Teen magazine. So like,
dude, that's so funny.
I think I just like the movies because Shark Boy was in it, you know? Yeah. But I really like, for some reason, the werewolves bring such a fantastical beast like feel to this, where when they fight and they roar, it's so like wild, but the vampires are just like humans, right? And so I just love the action it brought. And I think when they were more involved and we got their action scenes, that's when I was like really locked in and excited about it, you know? And I feel like the last movie, when it was bamboozling us on like the thoughts and tricking us, I thought that was so fun and like such a smart way to do it because they had me fooled. So I'm happy with how it ended, because I remember after the first 2 movies, I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore. I can't do this. The third saved me. The fourth, I was like, oh, again. And then the last one, I was like, wait, I really liked that.
Yeah, that was good.
You know,
I think my ranking, if anyone cares,
oh, right.
Yeah, I do care. Tell me.
I think my ranking would be. I don't actually know.
I know it's hard.
I think it would be New Moon as 5th.
Okay.
Breaking Dawn Part 2 as 4th. I think the first one as 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
I think Eclipse, and then Breaking Dawn Part 2.
Wait, you said Breaking Dawn Part 2 twice, didn't you?
You did. Did you mean Part 1?
I meant Part 1 as my second to last favorite.
Got it. Yeah. Okay.
So it's New Moon, Breaking Dawn Part 1, Twilight, Eclipse, Breaking Dawn Part 2.
Okay. So you two agree on the best one.
I think I like the last one the best.
It's great. Are we biased because we just watched it? I don't know, but
I don't know.
It just feels better. I don't know.
I think for me, it's Bella just irks me sometimes.
She does.
And she's exceptionally irky in the first movie. And so I think,
3.
Yeah, I think that her having some like confidence and happiness really just gave me a different vibe here.
Absolutely agreed. And I like seeing everyone get along and like there's a conflict. They're all trying to work together. It's great. We know the characters. It turned out better than I thought. It was at first a little rough, but I'm so glad that we prevailed and saw them through.
Yeah.
Honestly. So if we had to like score, are there any other questions before I say
No, that was it. That's all I had for you.
Okay, if we had to score like the entire series on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being excellent, like the saga, what are we rating it?
Oh gosh. I think like a 5 or a 6.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like 7.
I was thinking 7 too.
Like a 7.
I just think that there was a lot of storytelling that happened that I just don't think like gets it to a 7 for me. Like there was 5 movies, but I don't think there was like an average weight of 5 movies that lets me get to a 7. Like I feel like you could maybe say like for me like the first and the last were like a 7 or an 8, but they were weighted down by like 3s and 4s in the middle.
Got it.
So like it's like a weighted average. Like it's like a 6 maybe.
Okay.
So
I respect it.
I think it's fair. I honestly think it's fair. Like I think if we had to compare the books to the movies, like this is just about the movies. I think the books where you get more explanations, more details, like that might be higher. Yeah. But I think the movies, they are what they are. But they're fun.
It's tough because they're depicting.
It's more of a synopsis.
Yeah, they're doing wild concepts. It's all sci-fi. Consider the time. Consider the budget. And like conveying these concepts in a 2-hour film when you get like hundreds of pages to do it in a book with your own imagination where you're not limited by those kind of things. Like it's gonna read better for sure.
Absolutely.
So, I don't know.
It was fun though. I'm so glad we did it. I'm kind of sad it's over though. I don't think I want to watch another one, but like I am kind of sad because like I enjoyed
this has been like a fun 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Like I get excited every week for the podcast to like get you on here and like because I know I'm gonna laugh. I know it's gonna be funny, you know, so I'm gonna miss it.
Should we do something else?
Like what?
Yes. See, now you know. I don't know if anyone has suggestions on like a saga or like maybe not a long saga. How many like Lord of the Rings videos are there?
Oh boy.
Oh boy,
those are some long movies.
Okay, never mind.
Have we ever watched one without falling asleep? Not that they're bad.
Yeah, I finished the first one.
Those are not Sunday movies. Those have to be like Friday evening movies.
Bad idea. Don't suggest that. Anything else, suggest it, maybe, and we'll see. No promises. No promises.
Listen, I want to watch. I've seen the first Lord of the Rings, but that's it. But I did make it through the first one. I remember feeling like when I got to the end of the first one, I was like, that was the end? Because I was expecting action.
Oh.
There's action.
No, well,
the last
not
5 minutes.
The action. I was thinking that like the storyline of the main, I don't know, was it a trilogy, was all packed into the first movie. And I found out that it's actually spread across 3, and I did not know that.
Whoa.
So
we could do like, no, we've seen Jurassic Park. I love Jurassic Park. That's not a fun one. We'll think. No. I'm obsessed with Jurassic Park, but we've seen it so much. It's not a fun new thing. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Right,
like that one, it's like seen it too many times.
Well, we don't have to decide right now.
Right.
Give us suggestions. I didn't have any other questions or anything to catch up on.
No,
aside from
I was going to say, aside from, we don't have any card topics, anything, Mr. T, you have for us and TCG
I'm in a holding
world?
pattern on Pokemon. Just waiting for the next set to come out, kind of watching some prices go down for some individual cards, but I'm kind of letting the bank account recover after some fun purchases from this past weekend. So, you know.
Are you going to like tell us about some fun
what are
purchases?
Your fun
like,
purchases?
What do you mean? You can't just like.
Well, I don't know what you guys talk about before I get on here.
We don't talk about anything with your Pokemon cards.
No.
Yeah.
I respect your Pokemon card space.
We got a couple Charizard EX boxes this
That's a
weekend. We got
great
some,
find.
I think they were Dialga tins,
Mm-hmm.
a couple Pokeballs.
This is huge. You guys
I got
walked into
some,
like a major restock.
yeah, I got some bent, like single Chaos Rising packs from like Dollar General.
Amazing.
Nothing in them, but it was so fun to
Oh,
open them.
absolutely.
So yeah, but yeah, nothing's really happening. I'm
Yeah,
just inventorying.
we had a good weekend in the mountains, and we found out that there are some Walmarts that apparently I think we just got a really good restock time. I think we just walked in right after they put stuff on the shelves.
Yeah.
I don't think it would have stayed there all day, but
I don't think it was going to stay there for like another 20 minutes, if I'm being honest.
yeah, I think we got lucky.
Yeah,
That's
we got
amazing.
super lucky. So
I'm so glad. Honestly, that's like the best feeling ever when you see it. It's just, I got secondhand excitement watching it. And Mr. Teddy, I got a picture of you like geeking out over it. You were so excited. And I just loved seeing the joy.
it's fun, but I panic because you're standing there and like you're not on your couch anymore where you're
Right.
just looking at things kind of, on your own time. It's go time because you don't
Yeah.
know who's going to walk around there and just reach right over you and grab that thing you're
Right.
debating about, trying to figure out if it's a good value because they don't have prices posted. You don't know how many you're allowed to get. You don't know where anybody else is. So like I'm looking at this stuff trying to figure out if it's a good buy. I don't know what any of it is. So I just
Yeah.
put the things that I wanted in there and walked up front. And then like we scanned that Charizard box and I was like, oh, it's an EX box, like maybe 25, 30, $35 even 50. And I was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so then you're doing panic math, which is with your money. So
Sure.
it's intense.
I
It's an
will
intense
say the EX boxes, I found them like, again, around $45, $50. That's very like on brand for what I've seen, but those are where I found some of the best cards too. So I really like those if you're opening cards.
thing.
I think those ones are really fun because you get a lot of packs in them too and some cool promo cards. So that was awesome. I have never seen those Charizard ones I think that's what I was in line for last week on like Walmart's website, but I got kicked out of line so I couldn't buy them or they were sold out when it was my turn. So that was like an amazing thing to walk into.
Yeah,
just in store.
I bought two, one to display and then one to open eventually. But I'm gonna do the thing that you talked about where I'm just assembling a horde of stuff to open, and then I don't know, maybe some random October day I'll just open like 300 things and then see what's in there.
That's like, I kind of have that going on here. Like I have a little stash in my drawer and I'm just waiting for the right mood. Like if I have some time, I got to make sure I'm like ready for it. And like there's an itch that needs to be scratched. And like when that happens, then I can dive into it, but I can't just do it willy nilly right now.
Yeah.
Like it just has to be the right moment. So I'm going to keep saving. And I think you did it right because yes, when you see it, you panic, but it's like, you just got to buy it. I think if you're lucky enough to walk into it, you grab it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Anyway.
I mean, within reason. Okay.
Yeah.
I've had to hold myself back.
It starts racking up pretty quick.
It does. But I will say I found a new card shop near me. I finally found one that's like somewhat close-ish. And they have some pre-orders for stuff and they have single cards. So I had a lot of fun finding that place in the past week. And it was just really... It was like a fun place to actually walk in and see so many Lorcana cards and see so many Pokemon cards and like sealed product I could get that wasn't wildly marked up. It was so refreshing and I didn't have to drive like an hour and a half, 2 hours to go find it. So that was a really fun win. But otherwise, I'm in the same boat where I'm like, I tried to get organized. Like I organized some of my bulk and I got it all put away and I feel really good about it. And now I feel like I can like take a breather and figure out like what's on my priority list. Like what do I want to do next from here?
Honestly, like I feel like I'm in the same thing where like I want to figure out what to do with the bulk.
Yeah.
But anywhere that you would take it, you're going to get some crap offer because they're bad cards anyway. Like I say bad, like it depends on what you're looking. I'm talking about price, right? Like a 15-cent card, you go into a store, they might just turn you away or give you like $2 for 100 cards.
Yeah.
I was thinking it could be cool to set up my own TCG like account where I sell and send these cards to people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right. Even if it's just a 15-cent card, you sell it for 15 cents. And then somebody gets a card they really get excited about.
Right.
Yeah. And it just, I don't know. It could be a more enjoyable way to offload things versus going in and then like haggling and wondering if I got fleeced.
Yeah. No, I totally. That was funny. No, I totally get it. I brought this up a couple months ago, but I had 35 pounds of bulk, like in boxes. I weighed it and I was like, I don't know what to do with it. And I took weeks going through every single card of those 35 pounds. And I was like, which ones do I like? I was like, realistically, think about it. I will never actually go through and sell like just knowing myself. I was like, I can't, I won't. But if I look at the cards that I really like, just keep those. If it's a Pokemon I like, if it's art I like, if it's anything I think is kind of cool, keep it. Everything else, put it in a different box. And I brought it to a card show because they had a deal where it was like a better price for bulk cards based off like the 1,000 or whatever. And they were letting you trade it in for sealed product if you wanted to as well. Or you could just sell it to them for cash. And so I brought it in a big storage tub. They counted most of it like in segments out because I put it in old ETB boxes and whatnot. And I ended up getting cash and they were like, can we actually buy your Costco storage tub off of you too? Because we need an extra storage box for everything people are bringing in. So I was like, yes, you can. Yes, you can take my storage box. And that was great because I just felt like I got rid of stuff I didn't need, didn't want, and I felt refreshed after it. But I kept like a huge chunk of it that I thought one day I'd like, or one day could be worth something more, or whatever it was. I just used my own discretion and try to stay true to like myself and what I like rather than just like holding on to it when it felt like it weighed me down, you know?
Yeah. That's the problem that I have though, is like I find it fun to just camp on things and then look at it in 5 years and be like, ooh, that 15-cent card's worth like $3 now. That's fun. Right. It means nothing. That's like, I'd waste that money at a gas station without even thinking about it. But it's just fun to kind of like, it's a future gamble that really doesn't do anything detrimental to me except take up a little bit of space. So
yeah, but it does add up. Like it adds up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mr. Teddy, I saw a lot of pictures of you like reorganizing closets over the weekend and like going through a lot of fun stuff.
Yeah.
It was very interesting.
I was all Pokemon motivated. I got to make space for the hobby.
Mandi has single-handedly acquired me many of the Teddy Ursa cards that I have. She's assembling a collection of Teddy Ursas for me. Why don't you tell her about the Teddy Ursa that you got for me?
Oh, yes, that's right. So I was just looking through older sets, and there's a set called Skyridge. It's the last set that the Wizards of the Coast printed. And there's a Teddy Ursa in there. There's a hollow or a reverse hollow and then like a non-hollow. I picked up a couple copies of the non-hollow so that each of us could have one. And it's a cool card. I actually like the art. It's, I don't know, it was a reasonable price. It was like $15 a card. Couldn't afford the reverse hollow. I mean, I can, but I just have trouble committing to anything above like $20. But I'll, without even thinking about it, buy like 5 cards that are $15 and almost get to that price. I'm trying to figure the system out, right? It's scary when you buy from this website because most people don't put pictures of these cards. And so I am trying to get a sense for like how consistent these reported conditions are on a purchase with what actually shows up at your house. So I'm like doing a bunch of purchases on like stupid little things that I still think are cool and then assessing like, okay, how close do I think what they're listing it at is what it actually is? Because near mint means a lot to me. Some people, it doesn't. I don't think it means a lot to you. I want my stuff near mint. It just, I don't know.
Everyone,
So before I jump in and buy a $150 card on this, I kind of want to make sure it's like reliable. And if I do have an issue, like, can I contact the website and get it refunded if I'm not satisfied? Like, these are things I don't know, and I don't want to do it with a big purchase first. So
fair. I mean, if you're buying a $150 card, like maybe do it in person. Like maybe don't do it on the internet. Just maybe. Just to be safe. Maybe.
But the problem is so many of these card shows I feel like are picked over, and then it goes back to what we talked about a few weeks ago. It's like the stress of trying to figure out a price on the spot there. I mean, they have a bunch of verified, vetted sellers on TCG players. So
for sure. It's a lot of stores too. A lot of stores like sell through it. So you're absolutely right.
And it shows you if they have a brick and mortar store, if they're part of the TCG Direct thing.
I think a part of it too is like Mandi has a very like good system with like going to these shows early. So yes, like the show that we went to was picked over because it was the end of the day of the last day of the card show, you know? And so, yeah, like it definitely was. I mean, we were there. It had been happening for hours and hours and hours and days. But she gets the VIP ticket and gets in like an hour before anyone else can get in. So like I think you have to be like, if there's something you're really chasing, you've got to take that extra time and maybe spend that extra $5 on a VIP ticket to get in a little bit early so that you don't feel like things are quite as picked over, you know?
I mean, it's fun luck, too. Yeah. Like I have fun every time I go on there and I look at a set and I love how it all flows. You look at a set, you look at the card, you can click the little link and collector, takes you to the website. I'm already logged in. It shows me all the listings. I can throw the filter on. I can look at how many sales they've done. Boom, clean. Go to bed. Card shows up 2 weeks later. Rinse and repeat.
I may need you to do this for me. There's one card that like I've asked every vendor. I've looked at bulk boxes at stores. I've looked at all my stores online and I can't find this card anywhere. So it's just a random bulk card. It's like a 20, 30 cent card. And I think it is something where I just need to order it from one of these listings on here. But like, you know, I see that they have a certain number of sales. They have great reviews. And I was laughing because I'm thinking of you where it says 1 of 1. And I'm like, but wait, what if like they had 2? I just want to buy like, but I get it because it's like, I really like the card.
If it's like a 10-cent card and they have 10 copies, pay $1 and you get 10 opportunities to pick the best one of the 10. It's like a sunk cost to get the best one.
I might have you help me find this one card because I really like it and I can't find it. So I think I just need to do this. But it's a 10-cent card. If I can buy like 4 of them for 40 cents, I don't want to pay $5 in shipping.
Oh, well, see, here's the thing. Some sellers will include shipping in the price. Others will waive shipping costs if you get above $5. So what you can do is find the card you want from like a seller that you're like, they got a lot of good sales, good reviews. Yeah. And then you can go to their store and you can look at everything else they have. You can look by set, you can look by TCG, IP. It's really nifty. I'm going to send
you a link. Will you just tell me, I'm going to have you look at this at some point and tell me which one you would go with and then I'll do all that. But that's the card I really want. And I'll look, but it's just 30 cents and I can't find her anywhere. So
should I click it now?
No, you can do it whenever you have time. But I think that's the route I need to go. So I'm glad that you at least got some of the cards and are doing it that way because again, everyone collects in their own way. And I think that's the fun of it. I'm glad you had some luck in the mountains as well. That's always like the best feeling when you strike that. So those are good updates.
Yeah.
Good updates across the board.
Lorcana, sorry, I know we're trying to go to bed, but Lorcana.
No, you're good. I don't have any updates.
That's the next target on the wall too.
Right?
Yeah. No
next
updates
week.
There.
We have some big TCG updates coming up though, because there's a Pokemon set coming up and Attack of the Vine, and I think they release the same day.
Yes, the 17th.
I think so, right? They both I think they both release on the 17th. So like
these card stores are going to be bananas.
Absolutely bananas. So I guess good luck to everyone who is trying to find these sets. But I'm sure, honestly, it is actually good that we're bringing it up because anyone listening, if you're interested in either of these sets, when this episode comes out on Friday, it's probably a good time to like contact some of your local card stores if you have a favorite one to think about pre-orders. They're probably going to have their merchandise lists or at least what they're getting from vendors. So like if you are interested in getting some of the products and not just sealed cards later or single cards later, now would probably be a good time to start looking into the pre-orders from your stores. So it's actually a good reminder with the time frame. So very exciting stuff. Teddy, I know you're going to be excited about that set. I know we're excited about the Pokemon one too. So we'll have a lot of fun hunting to do, right?
We sure will.
Yay. That's all I had on my end for all this
That's
stuff.
all we've got. Mr. T,
Yay.
Thank you again for joining us over the last several weeks to give your thoughts on the Twilight saga and your input on TCG. It's been fun.
It's been so fun. It's been so fun. We're going to miss having you here. So we'll bring you back. We would love more TCG updates, more movies. Friends, thank you all so much for being so involved in the Twilight saga. It's been so fun seeing your thoughts, seeing your opinions on all of this. And if you have suggestions on our next saga, we would appreciate it. And until then, we will catch up with you next week. That's all we've got.
Talk to you next week.
All righty. Bye, friends.
Goodbye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye. Doing that again.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
See ya.
Bye. Bye.
Go on,
Bye. Bye.
Good night. Okay,
Adios.